American English Student Book File 3 page 7. Answers. 5 Naomi 6 Sarah 2C, Emilio 4A, Tehran 3 Austin 1B, Sean.
1.7 Naomi.
Definitely tea. I went to Aruba on vacation recently, and I was staying at a hotel, and they didn't have any good green tea. I really missed it in the mornings.
Sarah.
I absolutely love pasta, and I try and eat it whenever I can, so I would find it really difficult to live without pasta. Pasta and pesto is my favorite meal, and I have it at least twice a week, usually when my husband's away, because he's always telling me not to eat so much pasta.
Emilio.
Yes, pretty often. My wife's from Asia, from Indonesia, so we often eat hot food. I love hot food, curries, any Indonesian food. I also love Thai food, like a good green curry.
Tron.
I guess like a lot of people, I tend to eat chocolate in that situation. Chocolate or ice cream, maybe. Definitely something sweet.
Austin.
Only caffeine, actually, which I didn't used to be. I used to drink a lot of coffee, but a few years ago I started noticing that it was affecting me pretty badly when I drank coffee. I was getting headaches, and I've never been tested for it, but I've stopped drinking caffeine in coffee, and I think I feel better.
Sean.
I like spicy ones, and I like them with meat, so maybe pepperoni. That's what I always end up ordering in an Italian restaurant.
Write their answers. Compare with a partner. Green square. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. What do you have in common? 4 Reading. A talk to a partner. What time do you usually get up, have lunch, have breakfast, have dinner, exercise, go to bed, have a coffee? B. Read the article once. Do you or your partner do any of the things in at the times the article recommends? Sarah pasta, Emilio curries Indonesian food, Thai food, Tran chocolate, ice cream, Austin, caffeine, cough, Sean meat, pepperoni. C. Listen again and write their answers. Compare with a partner. Green square. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. What do you have in common? 4 Reading. A talk to a partner. What time do you usually get up, have lunch, have breakfast, have dinner, exercise, go to bed, have a coffee? C. Read the article again. Answer the questions with a partner. 1. Why is it important to have breakfast every day when you're a teenager? 2. What effect does caffeine have on us if we drink it between 2 o'clock and 5 p.m.? 3. What's the difference between having steak and French fries for lunch and having it for dinner? Read the article again. Answer the questions with a partner. 4. Why should an early evening meal be delicious? 5. What's the best physical activity to do? A. Early in the morning. B. In the afternoon. 6. Why does the body produce melatonin? Give STs time to read the article again. Check answers. 1. Because you're less likely to be at risk of heart disease as an adult. 2. It can make us more mentally alert. 3. Having steak and French fries for lunch means we digest it better. Having it for dinner makes our blood glucose levels higher. 4. Because our sense of smell and taste are at their best at this time. 5. A yoga or going for a walk. B. Running or bike riding. 6. Because it helps us to go to sleep. D. Search the text and find 6 parts of the body. Which do we A. have 1 of, B. 2 of, C. more than 2 of? 1 he, 2 street, 3 br, 4 mu, 5 iu, 6 ey. Answers D. 1 heart, 2 stomach, 3 brain, 4 muscles, 5 lung. A. We have 1 heart, stomach, and brain. B. We have 2 lungs. C. We have more than 2 muscles. E. Answer the questions with a partner. 1. Do you believe all the information in this article? Why not? Give examples from your experience. 2. Would you consider changing any of your habits based on this information? Eat and drink, but at the right time. In our super busy 21st century lives, most of us try to do as much as we can in 24 hours. However, we usually do things whenever it suits us, and experts say that this is disrupting our body's natural cycle, making us feel tired at times when we should feel awake, and vice versa. Science shows that by doing things at the right time, we can be happier and healthier. Have breakfast at 8 a.m. In a recent study, researchers found having breakfast at this time is good for our blood sugar levels, so the food you eat now will give you the energy you need. It's also important not to skip breakfast. Another research team, from Sweden, suggested that people who ate a regular breakfast as teenagers were 32% less likely to be at risk of heart disease as adults. Don't drink coffee in the morning. Have one at 3 p.m. Most coffee drinkers make a cup as soon as they wake up. However, researchers have suggested that early morning is the worst time to drink coffee because it stops the body from producing the stress hormone cortisol, which we need at this time to help us to wake up. The best time to drink coffee, or caffeine in general, is between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m., when it can make us more concentrated and alert. This is according to a study conducted by the University of Sheffield a few years ago. Have lunch between 12 o'clock and 2 o'clock. This is when our body digests food best. This is when the stomach produces the most acid, so it's the ideal time to have your main meal of the day. An experiment by nutritionists at the University of Surrey found that blood sugar levels after an evening meal were much higher than when people had the same meal earlier in the day. And high levels of glucose can cause diabetes. Have dinner at 7 p.m. Have your evening meal early. It should be delicious. Our sense of smell and taste are at their best at this time. But eat light. More good times for your body. Ideally, you should get up when the sun rises. When we see daylight, we stop producing the sleep hormone melatonin and start getting ready for the day ahead. Do yoga or go for a walk before breakfast. Do important tasks at 11 a.m., when your brain is working the best. Weightlifting sessions are best done at midday, that's when your muscles are the strongest. The best time to run or ride a bike is 5 p.m., when your lung capacity, important for endurance sports, is at its greatest. Go to bed between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. This is when your body temperature starts to go down and the brain begins producing melatonin.